Let's face it, ladies. There are three things in life we should never rush: a good glass of wine, selecting a surgeon, and choosing a hair color after 60. Because if you get it wrong, especially the hair color, you won't look like a wise, mature goddess. You'll look like you lost a bet at a county fair. Now, I say this with love and a touch of trauma, because I, too, have fallen victim to a few color catastrophes in my day. One time, I let a stylist convince me that platinum blonde would give me a youthful glow. Oh, it gave me a glow all right, like a confused candle in a windstorm. My own husband walked past me in the grocery store and said, "Excuse me, ma'am." Ma'am. Another time I went too dark. I thought I was going for mysterious brunette. I ended up looking like I was hiding from the police. I wore sunglasses inside the house for 2 weeks, just so I wouldn't catch my own reflection in the mirror and scare myself. And don't even get me started on the time I tried a fun red. There's a very fine line between chic auburn and freshly waxed tomato. Let's just say I crossed it, tripped over it, and face planted into a bucket of regret. But here's the thing. We're not here to shame, we're here to upgrade. Because you're not trying to look 20 again. No. You're trying to look like you, but elevated, refreshed, radiant, and refined. The kind of woman who walks into a room and turns heads, not because of shock, but because of sheer style. So today, we're going into 3 hair colors that do more harm than good. The ones that sneakily add years, dull your glow, or make your features disappear entirely. But don't worry, I won't leave you hanging. I'll also show you what to choose instead to bring your whole look to life. So whether you're coloring at home, visiting a salon, or still recovering from your last bold experiment, grab a cup of tea or wine. I don't judge. And let's talk color. Because, honey, your hair deserves better. Welcome to the channel, beautiful souls. Today's topic? Hair color. More specifically, the shades that might be quietly working against your glow. We're talking about those sneaky colors that promise to brighten you up, but end up washing you out or adding 5 extra years you never signed up for. If you're over 60 and want your hair to work for you, not against you, you're in exactly the right place. And if that sounds like your kind of conversation, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future tips that keep you glowing, gorgeous, and ahead of the style curve. Color 1, jet black, the shadow that aged me. Jet black hair, the color of mystery, seduction, and unintended funeral vibes. Now listen, I know black is classic. It's slimming, it's elegant, it goes with everything. But that's when it's in your wardrobe, not stamped across your scalp like permanent marker. So many women over 60 reach for jet black thinking, this will cover all my grays, make my eyes pop, and give me that youthful spark again. But instead, it often gives you tax collector energy, strong, intimidating, and just a little bit scary. Jet black hair on mature skin is like turning the contrast up to 100%. It doesn't just cover grays. It spotlights every fine line, shadow, and tired feature you were hoping to hide. It can drain the warmth right out of your face and replace it with a look that says, I haven't blinked since 1997. Let me paint you a picture. One of my friends, bless her heart, went jet black 2 weeks before her granddaughter's wedding. She wanted to look striking, and she did. Like a witch who RSVP'd yes but didn't bring a gift. Even the family dog barked at her for 2 days. Why does this happen? Because black absorbs light. And when you're over 60, you want light reflected on your face, not stolen by your hair. Instead of a healthy glow, you get this sort of gloomy, I work night shift in a haunted museum vibe. Now don't get me wrong. Black hair can be gorgeous, on the right undertones and with the right makeup. But on mature skin, especially when your skin has lost some pigment and natural oils, it can come off as severe and unnatural. And the maintenance? Oh, don't even get me started. One gray strand pops out, and suddenly you look like a zebra in witness protection. Jet black hair is like that friend who says they'll help you move, then disappears on moving day. It promises a youthful edge but delivers extra drama you didn't ask for. What to choose instead? Coming up shortly, we're going to give jet black a glow-up. Rich espresso tones, soft chocolate browns, and dimensional dark hues that add warmth and light instead of stealing it. But first, let's meet another color culprit that might be even sneakier than black. Color 2? Over-bleached platinum blonde, the glow that ghosted you now. Let's talk about a color that sounds glamorous, but often ends up looking like your hair just survived a chemical war. Platinum blonde, or as I like to call it, midlife crisis frosting. Here's what usually happens. You walk into a salon thinking, let's brighten things up. I want to feel radiant, fresh, youthful. The stylist nods, pulls out a bowl of bleach that smells like science class gone wrong, and next thing you know, your hair looks like it's been microwaved. Let me be clear. Blonde can be beautiful, but over-bleached platinum on mature hair? That's a whole different story. Instead of looking glowy and light, it often turns your hair into a pale, thirsty haystack that makes your complexion look confused. Your skin says, I need warmth. Your hair says, I live under fluorescent lighting. Your ends say, call 911. We're crispy. And then comes the purple shampoo addiction, where you're scrubbing your head weekly hoping to cancel out brassiness, but somehow always end up with hair that looks like it's either gray, lilac, or still yellow, but now smells weird. I once had a neighbor who went platinum at 65. She told me, it makes me look like Marilyn Monroe. I said, honey, Marilyn had an army of stylists, filters, and 20-year-old collagen. What we've got is a box of bleach and a prayer. The truth is, when hair is over-lightened, especially on aging strands that are already fragile, it loses all its body. It lays flat, looks dry, and if the color tone isn't perfect, it can wash you out faster than a bad photo with flash. Plus, maintenance is a nightmare. 1 week of regrowth and suddenly it looks like your scalp is texting your stylist in all caps. And let's be honest, when you pair platinum hair with mature skin, it can lean ghostly instead of glam. Think Snow Queen, but without the magic, or the skincare budget. What to choose instead? In a moment, I'll show you how to go blonde the smart way. With champagne tones, buttery highlights, and soft golden blends that light up your face without frying your strands. But first, we need to face one last sneaky color culprit, and this one hides in plain sight. Color 3. Flat ashy gray or ash brown, the color of chronic fatigue. Now, I know some of you are clutching your pearls already. Wait. Ash brown? Ash gray? But that's what I'm wearing right now. Stay calm. Breathe. We're not throwing shade. Well, actually, we are. Too much shade. That's the problem. Let's talk about the flat, ashy tones, those cool grayish shades of brown or silver that seem like a safe choice. They whisper things like, I'm natural, I'm subtle, I require no drama. But what they don't tell you is that they're also saying, I haven't had a vitamin in 3 years, and I'm friends with the wallpaper. Flat ash tones, especially ash brown or dull gray, are the hair color version of a rainy Tuesday afternoon. Meh, underwhelming, and suspiciously close to beige. Here's the catch. After 60, our skin naturally loses some of its warmth and brightness. Pair that with a cold, ashy hair color and suddenly, your whole face looks tired. Not because you could be fresh from yoga and a green smoothie, but because your hair is sucking the light out of the room like an emotional vampire. I once saw a woman in a cafe, stunning bone structure, great outfit, radiant smile. But her hair was this flat, chalky ash gray that looked like it had been vacuum sealed to her head. She looked like a wise queen, who hadn't slept since 1993. The worst part? These colors feel like the safe option. You're not going black, you're not bleaching to blonde, you're just playing it cool. But sometimes playing it cool means looking like your eyebrows gave up trying to match your personality. And don't even get me started on ashy brown. That color has betrayed more women than online dating. It sounds like it will be soft and neutral, but what you get is flat, lifeless, and confusingly close to used pencil. Remember? Neutral doesn't have to mean dull. But if your hair and your skin are in a race to see who can look the most faded, it might be time to rethink things. Up next, we're flipping the script. I'll show you how to bring warmth, depth, and dimension back to your look with colors that wake up your features, not mute them, because you're not boring, and your hair shouldn't be either. All right, we've had our fun dragging jet black, crispy platinum, and tired ash tones through the mud. With love, of course. But now, let's talk solutions. Because you're not just here to find out what not to do. You're here for elegance, radiance, and a little, ooh, she looks good energy. So what hair colors do flatter women over 60? The ones that add warmth, dimension, and just enough glow to bring your face to life, without screaming for attention. Here are some glow-up approved color options you can choose with full confidence. 1. Soft chocolate or warm espresso. Brown rich, warm brunettes with subtle highlights can give your skin a soft glow without looking harsh. Avoid that inky, flat black. Go for browns with golden, caramel, or bronze undertones. Think less goth poetry and more sipping espresso in Italy. 2. Champagne blonde or buttery blonde. If you're drawn to blonde, go for a soft golden or creamy tone. These shades reflect light beautifully and bring warmth back into your complexion. They're like a soft filter, only better because it's real. 3. Golden highlights or lowlights. You don't have to go all in. Strategic highlights or lowlights add depth and volume, especially if your hair is thinning. Bonus: they soften lines and bring attention to your eyes. 4. Natural-looking silver or salt and pepper blends. Yes, gray can be fabulous when it's embraced and enhanced. The key is keeping it polished and healthy-looking. Use a quality purple shampoo, sparingly, to keep silver tones bright, and consider soft lowlights if your gray feels too flat. 5. Warm auburn or soft chestnut. If you love a bit of red, steer clear of fire engine shades and go for deep, rich auburn or a subtle chestnut. These tones bring vibrancy to your features without overpowering your look. Now remember, it's not about chasing youth. It's about choosing colors that support who you are now. Hair color is like lighting. The right tone makes everything look better. Your skin, your smile, even your mood. And you don't have to guess alone. Talk to your stylist. Ask about tones that match your undertone. Warm, neutral, cool, and always aim for dimension, not dullness. Because, darling, you're not fading. You're evolving. And your hair should evolve with you, not against you. So there you have it. We've uncovered the 3 hair color culprits that may be secretly sabotaging your glow: jet black, over-bleached blonde, and flat ashy tones. And more importantly, we've replaced them with options that actually celebrate your elegance, instead of working against it. You see, after 60, the goal isn't to look young. It's to look radiant, confident, and completely at peace with how amazing you are, because that, my dear, is magnetic. Hair color isn't just about style. It's about how you feel when you catch your reflection. It should whisper, "Yes, she still has it," and maybe even shout, "Don't mess with her. She's fabulous and has great conditioner." So if you're inspired to call your stylist, cancel that jet black appointment, or just look at your current color with fresh eyes, then this video has done its job. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a hair color disaster? Or did you find your perfect shade later in life? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video gave you a smile, a giggle, or a gentle nudge toward the hair of your dreams, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more beauty, style, and confidence tips made just for women like you. Women who know their worth and aren't afraid to shine. Until next time, take care of your hair. and it will take care of your entrance.